Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Between Two Earnings Calls with Mr. Investor Relations. I'm your host, 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝘀, and this is the executive summary version of our August 2025 IR job market update. And we're going to start with a hypothesis because we're publishing prior to the August job report on September 5th. And the idea is that we think the changes at the BLS were meant to allow negative job data to flow in order to drive rate cuts that the president has been calling for. And we think that the two Fed governors that dissented at the last meeting and wished for rate cuts are 100% correct. We think what you see in the data that we're about to walk through is that the job market is being negatively impacted by tariffs and that we need to lower rates in order to offset that negative impact and get people working again. So let's get through the data. Looking at the August dashboard, it was mixed to negative for the month. We saw 11 actual opportunities for number one IR jobs. The overwhelming majority of the month was 9 below the range, and there was no follow through in the market, which shows that we deteriorated further from July of 25. The positives, the actual opportunities were within the range, but really were not for the majority of the month. No conversions, and we think we're going to have a bad August report here on September 5th. So the key takes: August was weaker from July. Tariffs are the main negative driver. Opportunities were within the range, which was mixed. Conversion is bad. We saw a big bump in number one IR opportunities at the end of the month, but the market still lacks follow through. And August is in line with the weak July data, which says rate cuts may actually positively impact this job market. So on conversion rates by year, what we've done is we updated it to show year-to-date 2025. And we're tracking to about a 7% conversion rate for the year-to-date 2025. And this is actually more than 2 standard deviations below the mean. And the issue is this clearly illustrates that we have a very weak job market with very poor follow-through from employers. And when we look at this on a monthly basis, you can see it vividly in 2025. We had 8 months in 2025, and in 4 or 50% of those months, we saw no conversion, which shows that tariffs are negatively impacting follow-through in the job market. And then finally, where we close is we're now up to 579 IR job opportunities since January of 23, and that represents roughly 26% of New York Stock Exchange listed companies and 17% of NASDAQ listed companies. I hope you find this data useful. I appreciate you watching. I think we're going to have a negative jobs report here on September 5th, and look forward to seeing you in future content. Thanks for watching.